Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so this is me coming back from my outing. I was gonna take a nice long walk and start the camera up, but when I got outside it was pouring rain, man. A good part of me wanted to turn around and go home, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. And my feet got soaked. It was a mess, but what I didn't want to do was have my phone gathering all types of water on top of it. So I figured, hey man, let me just make this a silent walk, do a little thinking. And the word that was coming to me was just trust. You know, you don't know what the Lord has in store for you, but you can trust that if he's guiding you, it's where he wants you to be, it's where you need to be, it's what's best for you. And so that's what was on my mind as I was walking in the rain, considering how unwise it felt to be walking in the rain with no real destination, feet getting soaked, all different types of stuff. But I was just thinking, you know what? I don't feel like being in the house, and the weather is a lie. This is a nice day. I feel good. And so I got out, I walked all the way to the train station in the rain like a crazy person. Got on the train, went to Hollywood, walked around there. It was dry, so I just walked up and down some streets I hadn't been down. Decided not to turn on the camera there too, just kept walking in quiet silence. And then after a while came back, and so this is me coming back. But I tell you, man, my whole right side, my shoulder area all the way underneath the chest, it feels inflamed. It is absolutely sore. And I call myself gonna get back to my hundreds today, but it looks like this may be another rest day, because I heard I'm in more pain than I was when it was at the height of my elbow hurting. So I don't know. I think it's probably just from all these push-ups I've been doing, man. I'm just continuing not to give myself no days off of push-ups. It's definitely paying off in a positive way, but it don't feel good, man. So that's really what it is, just trying to heal. It takes longer to heal when you're older. When I was in my 20s, I didn't have these problems. And now, 39, it's taking a whole week for an elbow injury to heal. I'm ready to get back to what it is that I do physically, but I did get my suitcase squats in today. Yesterday was my only day off of that, so I did that today, got back to it. And of course the push-ups remain, but as far as me doing my hundreds, I wanted to do them today. I was in the mindset, okay, I'm gonna go out, come back and do them. But I'm telling you, somewhere in between leaving, getting on the train and coming home, that's when my side just started basically being sore. It wasn't really that sore when I woke up this morning. Wasn't that sore when I was doing all of that, but on the train and walking around, you could feel it. Even as I was walking with this backpack, you could feel it pressing up against some of that sore area. So I'm like, man, this might be yet another day off, which is what, 7 in a row? It's been almost a week since I did them. So that's bothering me a lot, but I've upped my stretch game. I didn't stretch as much last time I was doing my squats. So it's like, I'm trying to make up for it by stretching twice a day as opposed to me once every 2 days, what I was doing. So that might actually have something to do with why I'm in so much pain here. But nevertheless, you know, just not taking on no cheat meals, still eating the same stuff. So I'm counting on the Lord getting me back into the swing of things when my body gets to where it needs to be, and having my mindset still be intent on doing it. But I'm telling y'all, I ain't never had this many days off of doing my squat regimen. Never. That's what I get for bragging about how good I was feeling about doing it last. I ain't did it since. But it's cool, man. It's cool. It was a good day after I got to Hollywood, man. It was just that walk over that just seemed kind of crazy. That walk was nuts, man. It was really pouring rain hard on that path I like to walk and talk on Lancashire. But you know, those rain clouds have since passed, and now I'm telling you, I'm ready to get back in the house, take a shower. You know, the shower is hot, but the problem with this particular shower is always something with the shower. The problem with this shower is that the drain doesn't properly go down. So what you end up having is you taking a shower and the water's coming up to your ankles. And unfortunately for me, that's a massive pet peeve. I really hate that. Like, I hate that a lot. So it's a hard path for me, but at least the water is warm. At least the water is hot, rather. I can take a normal temperature shower, but I don't know that it's something that needs Drano, but more so just the drain itself. When you click for it to actually go down, it recoils if you don't keep it held, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So whatever that little flap is on the inside mechanism, it ain't built in properly, or it's just, yeah, I don't know. But that's the problem, I think. I don't think it's necessarily a Drano issue. But other than that, the bed is comfortable. The room is much more better suited for myself. So that's the only bit of complaining I'm gonna do about the room. It's much better than the last one. But that shower is still no good. It's still haven't had a decent shower yet. It's in the last month or so. So doesn't look like I'm gonna have one for this couple of weeks either. But yeah, man, that's pretty much that. I'm getting ready to go home and deal with that right now. Get in the shower and sleep. I really need to sleep off this soreness. That's what it really comes down to. That gotta be slept off. And the game starts at 5, so I'll be ready for that. Of course, you guys can check out my pregame video. Lakers Bulls tonight. Definitely ready for Kobe White and DeMar DeRozan and all of that. But you know, it just comes down to me being frustrated with how my body's reacting to my elbow injury more than anything. I think that's what's been on my mind more than anything else in the world. Is just being so hyper intentional on doing what it is that I normally do, my workouts. And when your body is telling you you need to rest, you rest and you still not seeing that healing, it gets frustrating. So I can only imagine how it is for professionals, athletes and stuff like that who don't heal properly, elbow injuries or whatever, you know, knee injuries that you just can't seem to heal right. You want to get back out there. I'm going through a very slight version of that with this. But you know, to God be the glory. I guess it'll all heal when it's ready, and at that point I'll get right back to what it is I need to be doing. But until it does, by being a great example to you guys, I will chill, man, and let it heal. Chill and let it heal. So and that's what it is for all my athletes who watch me. That's what I'm gonna do. I encourage you to be patient. It's hard because you want to keep up your conditioning. It's hard because you worry, especially if you don't eat right, about your body going left in other areas. But there are other things you can do. I started doing more curls now. You know, nothing too serious, but what I want to do is strengthen that elbow, strengthen that area. And before I left Linux, I was really curling. I had very defined arms, and I lost all of that. It just wasn't a priority for me, but I start using these 16s, and I'm gonna build myself up, man. Just do them in between my suitcase squats. Just do a couple, maybe 20 or 30 with the 16-pound weights, and just try to build this area. Hopefully that will help it heal. Not necessarily doing everything that I do, but maybe something else that'll kind of center the area in a light way. So that's what it's about, man. And try not to keep my elbow folded so much. When I sleep, it's folded. It's often folded, and I think that is part of why that injury is what it is. Trying to do my workouts, and I think that might be what the injury is. Now that I think about it, that might be what it is. And so I realized that when I lift, my elbow is often curled when I do my lift. And so as of late, I figured it out right now. I would try to stretch my arm all the way out to make it locked more or less when I lift. And my body's never used to that. So when you do that many reps, something as many times as I did it, and you try to make your body do something that's not normally for you, yeah, you can very easily injure yourself. And I think I figured it out. I think that's what it was. Me trying to stretch it out, because I remember myself doing that. I don't remember it being hurt. I mean, it was sore. It hurt like it was supposed to, but I'm afraid that was not muscle backed up for those reps. So I ended up probably injuring myself in that way. So, you know, just got to go with what your body is. If my elbow constantly stays like this when I lift, finally trying to stretch it out to like this to do that, that will ultimately do it every time. So that's really what I think happened to me, man. Something as small and simple as that. Doing it not for every rep, just a few more than necessary for me to be in the type of pain I am in. That's probably what it is. Oh, and them red ants got to me, man. Somewhere in NoHo, I ended up with 4 more ant bites. I think whoever the tenant was before might have been homeless or something like that. And they didn't really clean that room as best as they should. I know that much. So, yeah. While I was sleeping, I could feel an ant crawling on me. I felt something crawling on me. I tried to swipe away at it. It bit me 4 times while I was asleep, I'm guessing. 4. Or several came by and all got me at once. I don't know, but I will not miss this. When I leave this area, I will not miss the red ants here, man. Not at all. So yeah, that's pretty much the thought, to be honest with you. I'm just enjoying the day. Clouds out here. The weather is a liar. That's what I was hearing in my head. The weather is a liar. Did it make you think it's gonna be a bad day because of the weather? It wasn't no bad day. It's a good day. It's a good day to get out. It was a bad day to sit in that room. That's what it was. And so I made sure I got out there regardless of what the weather was trying to dictate. And happy I did. I'm glad I came out. Hopefully I can get back in before it rains, because it definitely looks like it's gonna start raining again, but it ain't bad right now at all in comparison. Because when I was out in it around 11:45, 12 o'clock, man, it was straight up storming. It wasn't even no regular weather in terms of rain. It wasn't no light rain or nothing. By far the heaviest rain we've had since I've been on this side of town. And I've been over here since September 1st or August 31st is when I got over here. It is now December 20th. And that was the heaviest rain I've seen. So you see all the spectrums of weather on this side of town, man. I didn't seen it be as hot as 105, I think it was. Maybe hotter than that, 107 or something ridiculous. And I didn't seen it get like this, just in a matter of that small amount of time. So yeah, I'm not in love with North Hollywood weather or Valley weather. I never was. Even when I was over here as a kid, going to high school over here, I didn't like the weather very much. But you know, I'm more so up for Hollywood speed. Hollywood weather is just a lighter version of that. It don't never get actually that hot. It don't ever really rain that hard unless it's just a stretch of time where rain is coming down, and we've had that, but it don't really last that long. But yeah, man, definitely want to take a nap before the game. That is what I really do want to do. My body is very, very tired. I think it has something to do with not sleeping well at the motel 2 nights ago. And then last night I made a playlist. I'll tell y'all about that. It was pretty good. Another for BDF. How do I word that? For me, the BDF is what I call that series. It's basically me using a bunch of songs I've already used and putting them in whatever order I choose. And so that's what I did. Made one of those, number 15, and it's a K-List 371. So I thought it was a good one. Some R&B, a lot of R&B on there. Probably should have made it a delete CD, but decided to make it a K-List because of some of the music that I used on the end. It was a little more hip-hop, rap oriented. So yeah, man, I like the playlist, but I probably could have edited it a little bit, but I ain't got around to it. Came back and fixed that playlist art that I messed up on the delete CD 373. I fixed that, made it the way I told you I would, turning that 7 into a D and then adding a 3 and calling it a day. So it didn't come out too bad. It was actually the way I was hoping it would look for the most part. So yeah, it's been a good day. It was a good night last night, but because of all of that, I didn't get sleep till like probably 1 o'clock. So that's even less sleep than what I'm used to, on top of the 4 hours sleep I got the prior to. So I ain't slept as much. I did get up on time today, probably about 7 this morning. And yeah, so my body's still a little tired. Probably will go to sleep after I take this shower, even probably before I even eat. I don't know, we'll see when I get inside. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Just giving y'all an update on the day. Nothing special, nothing poignant, nothing too serious. Feeling good. Homegirl Kay reached out, said good morning. She's feeling more talkative this week, so I'm happy for her. Feeling good, you know what I mean? And next time she goes quiet, I won't take it as personal. Not nearly as personal. If I don't see myself taking any steps back in that way, in fact, I haven't really done too much thinking about it. You know what I mean? It's just gets to a point where you pray the prayers and you let God do what he does. That's pretty much it. You trust, just like the word was. On the way to the train station, that was the word, trust, man. The weather is a liar, and that's a metaphor for a lot of different things. The weather may look bad in your life, but it don't mean that you're about to have a bad day. So that's what I gotta say, man. BDF 44, I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.